tools you might need. 3/4 open end wrench. 5/8. This is an old one. 5/8 open end wrench. 1/2. And a 1/2 inch socket. Fire extinguisher, notes, gloves, safety glasses, a rag, and a book on your vehicle. Okay, let's get started. Take off the negative side of your battery. Now here's some things we're going to point out. Throttle position sensor. And over there is the idle air control valve. You're going to have to take those connectors off. The throttle linkage. That little clip has to come off. And in the back you can see the supply line, the supply fuel line. And in the shadows you have another one, the return, and there's also another vacuum line. Okay, let's start by removing the air cleaner. Alright, let's remove the vacuum lines on the front of the throttle body. There we go. As seen earlier, there's the throttle position sensor. We've got to take that connector off, and the connector for the idle air control valve. There we go, magic. Those two are off. And don't forget the vacuum line in the back. You can see the two fuel lines there. Throttle body electrical connection. Just pinch those two and it comes off. Don't lose the little rubber insulator. Now there's a little rubber piece. I had to use a flat screwdriver to pry that off. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. And tuck that away somewhere. Here's the linkage. A little clip. Don't lose that clip. Very good. Okay. Release the pressure inside the gas tank. That should relieve some pressure in your fuel lines, so you have less gas up at your throttle body. At least that's what the book says. Alright, 2 wrenches, a 3/4 inch and a 5/8. Loosen that, there you go. And it took a while to get that off. There you go, using a 1/2 inch socket. And on mine it wasn't really that tight. Okay, remove the bolts. 3 bolts on this one. Hopefully your throttle body spacer kit came with longer bolts. Tuck those cables out of the way and it should lift off. And the gasket is on the bottom of the throttle body. Okay, with solvent, clean off the surface on your intake manifold. You may want to plug those up with rags so nothing falls in. Here's the body of mine. It shows some crud in there. See the little bridge of buildup? Now is the time to clean your throttle body. Okay, 1 out of the two fittings, fuel line extensions only fit. So pay attention and read the following statements. Okay, mine's installed. Sorry I didn't show that, but remember it goes gasket, throttle body, spacer, gasket, then the throttle body. And again, put the bolts in, gently move things around, and the bolts will find the threads in the intake manifold. Tighten first by hand, and then with a 1/2-inch wrench socket. And then investigate what the torque setting should be on those. You may want to check this later. Okay, now we attach the vacuum lines on the front. Here's the connection for the idle air control valve. Put that connector in. And then the connector for the throttle position sensor. That's pretty easy if you have to replace that. Reconnect the battery cable. The throttle linkage clip. Yeah, put that on, and then the camera decides to go out of focus, but you know what I mean. It snaps on. Make sure it stays on, nothing binds. There you go. Okay, let's start it up. All right, now listen to the comments about the benefits and the problems I encountered. Yeah, I'll get the hang of this eventually. All right, results from the TD Transdap throttle body spacer. A 2-hole for a 1992 GMC 4.3 liter truck. All right, benefits: quicker acceleration at low speeds and better throttle response. And it was, for the most part, easy to install. The problems: once installed, I had some hesitation turning corners, maybe 40 miles an hour, noticed it in the 50s. And to correct that, I had to adjust the timing from 0 degrees to about 8 degrees. Also, the fuel line extensions, I bought those to go along with this. Only one fit out of the two. It went on the supply side. Now the return side is in the shape of an S, so I could bend that, straighten it out a little bit, and get that to screw into the throttle body. So no leaks. It was a good modification, and it was a lot of fun. Thanks.